Welcome. You are listening to the Audio Information Network of Colorado. This recording is intended to be used solely by individuals with barriers to print.
Thank you for joining us for Audiobook News, read from AudioFile Magazine. My name is Sarah. And last week we started looking at AudioFile Magazine's best audiobooks of the year and looked at a couple of categories. Now let's look at the ones we didn't get to, starting with Best of Audio Originals. Titles include Alison Bechdel's Dykes to Watch Out For by Alison Bechdel and Madeline George, read by Jane Lynch, Carrie Brownstein, Roberta Colindres, and a full cast, available from Audible. Exodus, The Shanghai Jews by Kate McCall, read by Edita Brichta, Michael Canavan, Shannon Cochran, and a full cast. The Scavenger Door by Suzanne Palmer, read by Karen Novak, John Keelty, Gail Shalin, and a full cast, available from Graphic Audio. Sunshine by Jarrett J. Krasovska, read by Jarrett J. Krasovska, Jaden Meltzer, Xavier Krasovska, and a full cast, available from Scholastic Audio. Third Eye by Felicia Day, read by Sean Astin, Felicia Day, Neil Gaiman, Lily Pichu, London Hughes, Will Wheaton, and a full cast, available from Audible. And we have reviews for two of these available to us, Exodus, The Shanghai Jews, and Third Eye, so let's take a look at those. Exodus, The Shanghai Jews by Kate McCall, read by Edita Brichta, Michael Canavan, Shannon Cochran, Ari Gross, Anna Matthias, Alan Shearman, Andre Soliuzzo, and Joanne Wally. Those interested in the Holocaust have probably heard about the German and Austrian Jews who escaped to Shanghai, but may not know much about their experiences. This play, recorded from a live performance by Los Angeles Theatre Works, draws on the testimony of some of the refugees in a montage created by Kate McCall to bring that episode to life. There's no point in calling out individual actors since they are all wonderful with accents and emotions. Each member of the cast takes on the persona of one of the Shanghai Jews, very effectively telling their story from the decision to go to Shanghai to the decision to leave when the war ends. Some listeners will want to keep a tissue handy. It's available from LA Theatre Works, 1.5 hours long audio program. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-168-266-1796 for $6.95. Library edition digital download, ISBN 978-168-266-1796 for $29.95. Third Eye by Felicia Day, read by Sean Astin, Felicia Day, Neil Gaiman, Lily Pichu, London Hughes, and Will Wheaton, as well as a full cast. A full cast of talented narrators offers a rollicking rendition of Felicia Day's audio-only fantasy. Laurel always knew she was the chosen one, fated to destroy the evil Lord Tybus and save the magical realm. However, her plan to vanquish him was an epic failure, and now she is a pariah blamed for Tybus's victory and tyrannical rule. Everything changes when Kate, a normie, engagingly voiced by Lily Pichu, comes along and makes Laurel wonder if there's time to right past wrongs. Exuberant sound effects and music enhance the production. While the entire cast provides perfectly timed, lively performances, standouts include London Hughes as the sexy, sweetly oblivious fairy Sybil, Sean Astin as the not-so-scary vampire, Frank, and Neil Gaiman as the adult authorly narrator. It's available from Audible, 7 hours long unabridged, trade edition digital download for $29.95. And now for the next best of category, and it's children and family listening. Elf Dog and Owlhead by M.T. Anderson, read by Pete Cross, available from Dreamscape. Nick Blake and the Remarkables, The Manifestor Prophecy by Angie Thomas, read by Janice Abbott Pratt, available from Harper Audio. Remember Us by Jacqueline Woodson, read by Jacqueline Woodson, available from Listening Library. Sandor Katz and the Tiny Wild by Jacqueline Briggs Martin and June Jo Lee, read by Laurie Prince and Sandor Katz, available from Live Oak Media. The Skull by John Klassen, read by Farouja Balk, and An Afterword by John Klassen, available from Dreamscape. Stunt Boy, In Between Time, by Jason Reynolds, read by Guy Lockhart, Neil Bullock, Angel Payne, and a full cast, available from Simon & Schuster Audio. And we have a review of Remember Us, so we will have a look at that. Remember Us by Jacqueline Woodson, read by Jacqueline Woodson. Jacqueline Woodson renders her story's rhythm skillfully, emphasizing refrains that allow listeners to luxuriate in her words and linger in powerful details. Sage's father, a firefighter, died in a fire back in the once was, but she thinks of him often. At the same time, her neighborhood has been experiencing so many mysterious fires that it's been renamed the Matchbox. At 12, Sage is surrounded by friends, community, a loving mother, and continuous basketball games. But her world is changing, the fires are unsettling, and she falters when an older boy asks her, "What kind of girl are you?" Dialogue like this rings with authenticity and poignancy, deepening the characters' relationships. Woodson paints a picture of her beloved Brooklyn, creates memorable characters, and gives voice to a young person who is finding her true self. It's available from Listening Library, 3 hours long unabridged, recommended for ages 10 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-379-5149 for $15. Library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-379-5156 for $34. And now we move on to Best of Young Adult titles. Ander and Santi Were Here by Johnny Garzavilla, read by Avi Roque, available from Macmillan Audio. For Lamb by Lisa Klein Ransom, read by Tyler Collier, Kevin R. Free, Rebecca Lee, Jamie Lincoln Smith, Dion Graham, and Angel Payne, available from Dreamscape. Free Radicals by Lila Reeson, read by Jilly Messer, available from Listening Library. The Grimoire of Grey Fates, edited by Hannah Alcoff and Margaret Owen, read by January LeBoy and Nikki Endres, available from Listening Library. Only This Beautiful Moment by Abdi Nazemian, read by Vikas Adam, Fajer Al-Casey, and Iman Nazemzadeh, available from Harper Audio. And finally, Warrior Girl Unearthed by Angeline Booley, read by Isabella Starr LeBlanc, available from Macmillan. And no reviews available in this edition for that lot, so let us move on to our last category, which is Best of Romance. 10 Things That Never Happened by Alexis Hall, read by Will Watt, available from Dreamscape Media. Even If the Sky is Falling, edited by Taj McCoy, read by Adenrali Ojo, Sunila Nankani, Karen Murray, Marissa Hampton, Donabella Mortel, Joy Behari, and Teddy Hamilton, available from Harlequin Audio. Full Moon Over Freedom by Angelina M. Lopez, read by Stacey Gonzalez, available from Harlequin Audio. Love, Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, read by Therese Plummer, available from Penguin Audio. A Rake of His Own by A.J. Lancaster, read by Nicholas Bolton, available from Podium Audio. Role-Playing by Kathy Yardley, read by Chris Brinkley and Elise Dean, available from Brilliance Audio. And we have a review for Full Moon Over Freedom. Full Moon Over Freedom by Angelina M. Lopez, read by Stacey Gonzalez. Stacey Gonzalez's fierce narration of Lopez's second-chance romance is a stormy yet satisfying listen. Fleeing an emotionally abusive ex, Jillian Armstead Bancroft returns to her hometown of Freedom, Kansas, where she has an awkward reunion with her first lover, Nicky Mendoza. They then spend the summer working together on a downtown mural project. Gonzalez flexes her narrative power as the story moves from soft revelatory passages to scenes of their shared past and the visceral punch of trauma and loss. She teases out Jillian's connection to Latin American folk magic in a gentle, compelling fashion. Gonzalez tracks the rising tension with Jillian's Mexican-American family and impeccably delivers the dialogue between the couple. Gonzalez's boundless sensitivity to the longings of a heart completely transforms the story through her audio performance. It's available from Harlequin Audio, 11.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-148-822-9138 for $27.99. So maybe there was something in all that that piqued your interest. I know I circled something off to come back to later. But for now, let's take a look at fiction title reviews. Happiness Falls by Angie Kim, read by Shannon Tayo, Sean Patrick Hopkins, Thomas Pruin, and Angie Kim. Shannon Tayo, Sean Patrick Hopkins, and Thomas Pruin narrate this riveting story, which begs the question, how well do we truly know the members of our family? 20-year-old Mia and her twin brother are home from college during the pandemic when their father goes missing. He was at the park with their younger brother Eugene, an autistic teenager with Angelman syndrome, but only Eugene comes home. Tayo captures Mia's narrative voice as we follow the family's frantic search for her father. Hopkins performs journal entries from the father's perspective, and Thomas Pruin, an autistic performer, narrates Eugene's point of view. Both Hopkins and Pruin's performances add layers of vital insight into this complex family. It's available from Random House Audio, 13 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3790427 for $25. Books on Tape has the library edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3790434 for $95. Speech Team by Tim Murphy, read by Daniel Henning. This is a truly powerful narration by the versatile Daniel Henning. When Pete dies from suicide, his Gen X friends uncover his note. Then the former speech team members discover that Pete was cyberbullied by their old coach, Mr. Gold. As the team confronts him, the members recall hurtful memories and bond in their search for justice. Henning's voice offers the perfect blend of sarcasm and tenderness while delivering the story's many highs and lows. The bright moments between distinct characters are snarky and fun, and their recollections of homophobia are treated as realistically as possible, yet with kindness. Most importantly, Henning expertly depicts the relief in learning to move on. It's available from Penguin Audio, 10 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-2082 for $20. Books on Tape has a library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-374-2099 for $76. Family Meal by Brian Washington, read by Andre Santana, Brian Washington, and Jake Joy. Andre Santana gives a standout performance in this layered novel about grief and family. Santana portrays Cam, who returns home to Houston after the sudden death of his boyfriend, Kai. As he struggles to find himself again amid overwhelming loss, he reconnects with his childhood best friend, TJ. Santana's narration ranges from numb observation to moments of feeling overwhelmed. As Cam spirals into self-destruction, his voice becomes rougher and less controlled. Author Brian Washington and Jake Choi give less compelling performances as Kai and TJ. Washington speaks in a monotone that doesn't capture the uniqueness of Kai's character. Choi's narration lacks the emotional depth that Santana's has. Even so, this is a moving audiobook. Washington's incredible prose and characterizations more than make up for his lackluster narration. It's available from Penguin Audio, 8.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-9223 for $20. Books on Tape has the library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-9230 for $95. How I Won the Nobel Prize by Julius Taranto, read by Lauren Fortgang. Lauren Fortgang performs this clever satirical novel with a quick pulse and a snappy cadence. She does a fine job adjusting to the mood swings as two courses of action, science and revolution, intersect. She gives Helen, the protagonist and self-referential narrator, a sense of the absurdity of her plight. A brilliant scientist with an extraordinary ability at calculation, Helen follows her mentor from Cornell to a research university set on an imaginary island off the Connecticut coast, a kind of home for anti-woke academics and other culture warriors. Her mate, Hugh, begrudgingly goes with her, but soon joins an anarchist group that opposes the regressive institution, and hijinks ensue. A fun and worthwhile listen. It's available from Hachette Audio, 7.5 hours, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-166-8632383 for $24.99. Whaleful by Daniel Kraus, read by Kirby Hayborn. Narrator Kirby Hayborn embodies the gruesomeness and terror and beauty in Daniel Kraus's story. Listeners will feel its intensity in the pit of their stomachs. Teenage scuba diver Jay Gardner is consumed by guilt as he seeks to find the remains of his father who died by suicide in the Pacific Ocean. As Jay searches the ocean's depths, he is swallowed by a sperm whale. As the story switches between key moments in Jay's past and the rapidly decreasing air in his tanks, listeners will feel like they themselves are gasping for air. Hayborn's performance robustly expands Kraus's tale, and it is divine. It's available from Simon & Schuster Audio, 8.25 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-179-715-8525 for $19.99. And now for some mystery and suspense titles. None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, read by Nicola Walker, Louise Brealey, Kristen Atherton, Ayesha Antoine, Alex Dunmore, Elliot Fitzpatrick, Lisa Jewell, Thomas Judd, Dominic Thorburn, Jenny Walzer, and others. This mystery opens with the chance meeting of two women. Alex is a successful podcaster, a seemingly happily married mother of two who is living a carefree life. Josie appears at first to be an awkward, sheltered woman with a disturbing past. As Josie makes her way into Alex's life, her disturbing past takes on an entirely different angle. The performances of Nicola Walker as Alex and Louise Brealey as Josie are remarkable. They both embody their characters in a way that drives the story forward and makes the novel seem frighteningly believable. The other performances add even more drama as the plot twists and turns. All the narrators are top-notch, making this audiobook a riveting and cinematic listen. It's available from Simon & Schuster Audio, 10.25 hours unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-179-715-6590 for $24.99, also CD. Mother-Daughter Murder Night by Nina Simon, read by Jane Oppenheimer. This funny, touching, character-driven mystery is superbly narrated by Jane Oppenheimer. The story is anchored by three strong female characters: Los Angeles real estate mogul Lana Rubicon, her adult daughter Beth, with whom Lana has a prickly relationship, and Beth's teenage daughter Jack. Lana is diagnosed with cancer and moves in with Beth and Jack in their small-town home. Then Jack finds a body. Oppenheimer is outstanding. She captures the story's humor without being cutesy or cloying and does not falter in her portrayals of the three main characters or the story's secondary characters. She's appropriately and realistically expressive. Sometimes her voice is just slightly rough, especially at the end of sentences. Oppenheimer's fine performance adds to the fun of this story. It's available from Harper, 12.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-006-3315075 for $23.99. Dirty 30, Stephanie Plum, Book 30, by Janet Ivanovich, read by Lorelei King. Lorelei King, who has become the voice of Stephanie Plum, will delight fans in this 30th edition to the series. King masterfully performs the quirky crew surrounding bounty hunter Stephanie, including familiar and new characters. The plot, filled with laugh-out-loud moments, follows Stephanie and her sidekick Lula as they track down a colorful collection of felons. Their pursuits take them to Maine and back. The regular characters all make appearances, as do Endless Donuts and Exploding Cars. King shines in her ability to differentiate male and female characters, especially the indomitable Lula. Whatever the plot, the true joy for fans lies in spending time with Ivanovich's beloved characters, vividly brought to life in King's narration. It's available from Simon & Schuster Audio, 8 hours long unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-179-716-1372 for $24.99, also as CD. Judgment Prey, Lucas Davenport, Book 33, by John Sanford, read by Robert Petkoff. Narrator Robert Petkoff seamlessly steps into the late Richard Ferroni's shoes, breathing life into Lucas Davenport, Virgil Flowers, and the extensive cast of characters in the 33rd installment of Sanford's series. Davenport and Flowers, still recovering from serious gunshot wounds from their last outing, are tasked with investigating the brutal murder of a federal judge and his 2 young sons. Sanford's trademark rapid pacing keeps listeners on edge as the plot unfolds, with Petkoff skillfully navigating the diverse voices. While his portrayals of Davenport and other characters, male and female, young and old, shine, his voice for Flowers sounds somewhat too commonplace for the colourful character. Despite this minor quibble, Petkoff captivates listeners throughout, ensuring an engaging experience from start to finish. It's available from Penguin Audio, 11 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-8011 for $22.50, also available as CD. Books on Tape has the library edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-8028 for $95. The Last Devil to Die, Thursday Murder Club, Book 4, by Richard Osman, read by Fiona Shaw. Fiona Shaw returns to the Thursday Murder Club series with a tour-de-force performance befitting Richard Osman's rich character development and cleverly connected crimes. Shaw's subtle variations in tone, cadence, and accent distinguish the familiar residents of Cooper's Chase, as well as the sweeping cast of police detectives and criminals. Osman's wise decision to continue aging his intrepid pensioners is echoed by Shaw in her emotional connection to the characters, particularly through her understated rendering of Joyce's contemplative diary voice. Osman expertly weaves an intricate tale of heroin smuggling, online elder scamming, and the sometimes crooked antiques business, with the vicissitudes of aging and its ensuing pain, all warmly realized by Shaw's stellar narration. A fascinating discussion between author and narrator ends the audiobook. It's available from Penguin Audio, 11 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-9575 for $22.50. Books on Tape has the library edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-378-9582 for $95. Mr. Magic by Kirsten White, read by Rebecca Lohman, with a note by Kirsten White. Rebecca Lohman's narration is captivating. In this novel, Mr. Magic, a fictitious TV series for kids, was suddenly cancelled 30 years ago. Now the 5 members of its final cast are brought together to record a podcast. Suspiciously, no recordings of the original show exist, and there's no record of who filmed it. But fans still have its haunting kids' songs stuck in their heads even after all these years. Lohman captures the build-up as the cast piece together the tragic events that led to the show's abrupt end. Ominous characters are continually introduced as the plot progresses. Chapters include message board chats evoking the obsession that fans still have with the eerie kids' show. Lohman's performance keeps this fun, creepy thriller entertaining to the end. It's available from Random House Audio, 10.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3606919 for $20. Books on Tape has the library edition, Digital download ISBN 978-059-3606926 for $76. And that is me out of time for today. Thank you for joining us for Audiobook News. My name is Sarah.
This is the Audio Information Network of Colorado.
Are you ready to embark on an extraordinary ski adventure that transcends barriers? Let us introduce you to Foresight Ski Guides, a remarkable organization that provides world-class adaptive experiences for individuals with blindness or low vision. With a vision that transcends personal, societal, attitudinal, and physical barriers, Foresight aims to promote safety, fun, and independence while cultivating the unlimited potential of each participant. Through accessible and goal-oriented outdoor adaptive experiences, they prioritize core values such as safety, fun, health and fitness, confidence and independence, pursuit of excellence, integrity, dignity, respect, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Foresight Ski Guides ensures a safe and comfortable adventure, offering personalized itineraries, specially trained ski guides, top-of-the-line equipment, lift tickets, ground transportation, and lodging assistance. Their guides undergo intensive training, fostering camaraderie and focusing on the pleasures of skiing with a friend. Partnering with renowned resorts like Vail and Beaver Creek, Foresight Ski Guides delivers exceptional service and amenities. As a Colorado corporation with a tax-exempt nonprofit status under Section 501(b)(3) of the Internal Revenue Code, Foresight Ski Guides is committed to promoting accessibility and inclusivity in their unforgettable experiences. To learn more about their inspiring work and how you can get involved, visit their website at foresightskiguides.org or call them at 303-506-3859. That's 303-506-3859.
Attention residents of Boulder County, Colorado. Boulder County Public Health is issuing a warning and urging everyone to exercise caution due to a significant increase in suspected drug overdoses. Reports from the City of Boulder Police Department have raised concerns, and it's essential to be prepared. Here are some vital facts. Leading cause of death. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, drug overdoses are the primary cause of death for Americans over 50 years old. Opioid crisis. The opioid crisis, declared a national emergency, continues to contribute to the rising death rate. Fatal fentanyl overdoses. Recent data from the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment, CDPHE, shows a nearly 70% increase in fatal fentanyl overdoses from 2020 to 2021, with over 900 deaths reported in 2021. Local impact. Boulder County residents have experienced a 100% increase in fentanyl-related emergency department visits compared to the previous year. For more information and resources on overdose prevention, visit boco.org/overdose-prevention. To learn how to safely dispose of drugs, consult the WORKS program. If you need guidance or support, reach out to Georgia Babatzikos, a harm reduction specialist, at 303-441-1100. Remember, your safety matters. Stay informed Take precautions and let's work together to prevent drug overdoses in our community.